No, and we right? So.
Yeah. Do you know what your role is?
Oh, there? Okay. Oh, sorry. I
You
didn't
can
know.
probably just turn half shape.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone can see it.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, can you guys get together? We'll take a picture.
I don't like these people.
You have no choice. And Bill, also you too? Can we get you in?
He doesn't like us either.
Okay, great. 1, 2, 3.
So that's the photo before the induction. And then the really happy one after induction, or the other way around. I don't know.
I was thinking for June.
It is truly a pleasure for me to be here today to participate in this charter ceremony. Amanda invited me to the street fair back in May, and we had a good time. We learned a lot about each other, we shared some Toastmasters stories, and we worked the street, encouraging people to think about joining Toastmasters. Within a week or two of that street fair, we had a demo meeting here in the library, and we had a nice gathering, and not even a full week later, we again had another demo meeting. And I got a chance to participate in each one of those meetings. I feel a very close relationship to this club because of the part I played in helping Amanda and to bring this entire effort to fruition. She did a wonderful job doing it. So today, it's my pleasure to be able to install the officers of this club. Collectively, their job is to build a strong, vibrant club which is dedicated to helping people from all walks of life become better speakers and leaders. I'm going to ask each officer to hold the gavel, and the gavel is a symbol of your responsibility in the club. I'll briefly ask each officer, I'll tell them what their responsibilities are and ask them if they're going to accept those responsibilities. So Mr. Sergeant at Arms. The Sergeant at Arms is really responsible for all the facilities preparation. He's responsible for getting the rooms set up, making sure that we have all the equipment here. If we ever had to change a place out of the library on a temporary basis, he would arrange for that. He leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning of every meeting. Truly a very vital role for the club, because without all this logistics management, things would be a mess when we get here. Keith, will you, to the best of your abilities, accept these responsibilities?
I do.
Would you please pass on to your club secretary?
No,
Actually,
she's the sergeant of
co-sergeant
arms.
of
Co-sergeant at arms. You are going to participate in the very same things that Keith is doing, and I ask you, will you also support Keith and the club in accepting these responsibilities and fulfill them to the best of your ability?
I do. I will.
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you all responsible for that. Uh-oh, he's jumping.
Secretary, correct?
Yeah.
Our secretary is a very important member of this team also. And the reason is the secretary is responsible for maintaining all the business paperwork that takes place in the club. When we charter a club, this club establishes a set of bylaws. They accept the set of bylaws with some minor variations which they put in depending on the meeting location and time, things like that. But all the business correspondence reside with the secretary. This club is a not-for-profit organization under the Toastmasters umbrella. And you also keep the paperwork which gives this organization its own tax identification number, which is needed these days to open bank accounts. You can't do that. Ever since 9/11, the banking industry has gotten a lot more stringent. Do you accept these responsibilities and promise to fulfill them to the best of your ability? Would you please pass the gavel to the Vice President of Public Relations? You have a very critical role, and you work closely with the Vice President of Membership in this club. Together, the two of them are really responsible for the health and the growth of this club. As the Vice President of Public Relations, you will keep the club at the forefront on social media. You may decide to do a club newsletter also. You might even like to participate on Meetup. The possibilities are endless, and I understand that you do have expertise in that area, so
Yes, I do.
I'm sure you're going to help this club grow. Do you accept these responsibilities, and will you fulfill them to the best of your ability?
I will.
Thank you. Would you please pass the gavel to Gideus? Gideus, you are the Vice President of Membership in the organization. It is your responsibility to help keep this club healthy and vibrant by growing their membership. Work, family issues cause people to transition in and out of clubs. And it's important that we continually strive to grow the clubs because there's going to be natural attrition. You work closely with your Vice President of Public Relations in terms of publicizing open houses. You participate in running membership contests, which occur 3 times a year for Toastmasters International. It's a very challenging job. Will you accept these responsibilities and perform them to the best of your ability?
I will.
Please pass the gavel to your Vice President of Education. I personally think this is one of the toughest roles in any club because, first of all, we, over the last year and a half, and for another half a year, are transitioning into the new online educational system. With change comes new learning, and we have to share that learning with all the members of our club to help them move forward within their programs. So you have to be a master of base camp operations under Pathways, our online educational program. A very challenging job. Will you accept these responsibilities and perform them to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Please pass the gavel to Amanda. Toastmaster Amanda Pisarka, you have been elected as President of Fairlawn Toastmasters. You are the Chief Executive Officer of this club. As Chief Executive Officer, you are expected to preside at all club meetings as well as all regular and special meetings of your executive board. Your challenge, collectively, is to make this a very vibrant club, which helps all the members achieve their educational goals in the club. Now, as the president, you are a member of a team, but you are also the leader of this team. Remember that the team is composed of a group of people. It's an emotion rooted in the thoughts and actions of all the members of your executive committee as well as the members of your club. The gavel is given to you as a symbol of power. Use it wisely and sparingly. I present to you the officers of Fairlawn Toastmasters.